It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers. And welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with a defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher. Keep that secondary intact. If this defensive line can cause havoc in the pocket for this quarterback, it's going to go a long way towards slowing down what's been a very good offense.
Cameron Dicker has the ball teed up as we get underway. And off we go from the Steel City. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, couple of years with the Broncos. And now, Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year one in Pittsburgh.
At one point, this guy was one of the top superstars in the entire league, and I don't think he's fallen as far from that as people want to imagine. This is still a winning quarterback in the NFL, and historically, what's been a very dynamic dual-threat approach in his game has turned to more of a passing style as he's gotten older. But if he puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen over the years, he's going to be a hard one to beat.
And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Junior Colson there to make the stop. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Second down and 8. They'll give it to Harris again. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They go play action now. Wilson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, here's Wilson. They drop this down to Warren. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Yes, you have to operate out of the backfield like a traditional running back. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now the former Raven, it's Gus Edwards. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Patrick Queen, the linebacker, they're on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. He'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. They get 15 on that game. 1st down, LA.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, now Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Charger 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain.
Mike Tomlin wants the officials to get another look at it. So out comes the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, The ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's the rookie from Georgia. It's Lad McConkey. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And a short pickup down inside the 10. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll give it to Dobbins. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Herbert to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Hayden Hurst, touchdown Los Angeles. Tight spaces down there, things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball.
And of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Khalil Mack, multiple-time All-Pro, there on the tackle. 2nd and 7. So after 1, the Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Here's Harris. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. Third and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's pulled in. Najee Harris.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Pistol here for Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. Oh, yeah. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will score. Gus Edwards. Touchdown, Chargers. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the former Ram and Falcon, Van Jefferson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the play off on third and short.
Still third down.
So after the 5 yards walked off, it is third down and 8. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It's a gain of 34.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Still first down.
Now Wilson. This one is complete. It's Pickens. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
On second down, a run with Harris. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down. Another run here with Harris. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
Here's Warren. And he will dive into the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Steelers. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. He's got it. And the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Now, Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey.
And we see a nice catch here by Ladd McConkey. And, Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Throwing again, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Herbert to the air again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have a first down, and they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now Herbert again.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This from 45 yards away. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within a score. It's now 17-10.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On play action, now Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now it's Dobbins. Third and 9. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Love the idea of going for it on fourth down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on fourth down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A give, zone read. It's Edwards. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he's in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, LA.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers move out to a 24-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Cordero Patterson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. That is caught downfield by Pickens. Big start to this drive with a gain of 26.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st down, it's Harris. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Here comes Harris on the toss to the right. Harris, first down, he's not done. What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
On the give, it's Harris. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try the right side now with Harris. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will cut into that lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. That's on target to Brendan Rice, son of the legend Jerry Rice. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer. They continue to get chunk plays like this. This thing could get out of reach fast.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped. This was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
This is one of those throws where I don't think the risk is worth the reward. If you're going to throw the ball into tight coverage and take a chance, you better lead to a big gain, and in this case, a pretty modest pickup, considering that was a risky throw.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 30-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, L.A.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down. Now a play fake. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
And on that third down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up fourth down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. Now an opening past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
This one grabbed by Austin. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run here. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Derwin James.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning, being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Chargers offense back onto the field for their next possession. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. A short gain there to about the 22. Second down and 8. Again, it's Edwards. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. They run once more with Edwards. That's a pickup of 17. It's good for a Charger first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now, a handoff to Edwards. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. They try the same thing and a similar result. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Here comes 4th down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's complete left side to Pickens. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
Throwing a comeback route against zone coverage, it could be a little bit tricky. Remember, in zone, the defender's eyes are on the quarterback. So if your receiver doesn't sell that right and this ball's not thrown on time, you're going to end up watching that defender take this thing back the other way.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now, 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's a big one, this 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pickens.
These comebacks, they require a lot of trust and timing from everybody involved. If the quarterback's a little too early, the receiver's not out of his break. But if the quarterback's a little too late, that's when disaster can strike. So give credit. Really well timed. Really nice job by both guys.
Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Now Russ. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.